I grew up in a blue-collar family in the 1960s and 70s in Northern California, and I was very lucky to hear the message growing up that I was going to go to college and have a better life than my parents and grandparents had. However, when I was 13 and my sisters were 11 and 9 years old, my father suddenly died of cancer. And I was a bit lost for a few years coping with the grief of his loss. And I don't know how my mother, Loretta, carried on. She's such a strong woman. She somehow found the strength and fortitude to keep going. And we moved from California to southern Colorado, where she and my father were born and raised. And my grandmother came with us. And my grandmother was also a very strong woman. And I was very fortunate to be raised by these two strong women. After my father died, I turned to writing to cope with the loss of him. And I remember my 10th grade teacher in high school writing at the top of my research paper, A+, Lori, you have a flair for writing. And that really sparked something in me. And so eventually I decided to apply to UNC here in Greeley and applied to their journalism program. And that's how I ended up in Greeley. And I just love Greeley. It's been my home since then, way back in 1981. So that skill of writing eventually led me to my path of owning a digital marketing agency. Way back in 1995, I had this thought that businesses would need websites, and it was kind of a novel concept back then. I remember I started my business in the same year my son Evan was born, in 1995. I named my business Gama Web Studio after my ancestor Vasco da Gama, who was the 14th century navigator, and he discovered a trade route from Europe to India and brought back all kinds of neat products to Europeans, including pepper. But what he really did was he gave Europeans an entirely new concept of the world in which they lived, and that's what I want to do for my clients, give them an entirely new concept of the world in which they do business, by establishing virtual trade routes through their websites, social media, search engine optimization, getting them found in Google. 26 years later, here we are, and I'm so fortunate that my team and I can continue to provide marketing for our wonderful clients. And the great thing is, our clients get to grow their businesses, hire more employees, contribute to the local economy, and also donate to local nonprofits. So it's a win-win for everybody. My first board position was on the Women's Fund of Weld County, and I got to see the positive impact that organization makes in the lives of women and girls in Weld County. Currently, I serve on the United Way of Weld County Board, and I'm so honored to be with that group. Over the years, we've built and donated a lot of websites for nonprofits in Weld County, and I strongly encourage local business owners to get involved with nonprofits. Serve on a board, volunteer some time, donate some money. There's such a great need to help so many people in Weld County that just need a helping hand. God willing, I'll continue to be able to give back to my community, and I strongly encourage others to do the same.